Hey guys, what's up? Pit Martha here, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Smash Bros. Brawl. In the last episode, we had something went on with the fight between Porky and Kirby that wasn't supposed to happen, I don't think. But yeah, anyway, that happened. So in this episode, we are going to be starting boss battles again with Fox, McCloud, and I get to actually show off the Reflector, which I've not done yet, so I'm actually really looking forward to being able to show it off. And Fox is one of my better characters, fortunately, so... Okay, I can't reflect that. Yeah, I wouldn't say Fox has any real downfalls. You do have to watch out for a couple things that he has that are kind of the multi-hit. Kind of the problem Samus had where they were multi-hit. Where you just can't get out of the animation once it happens. And that being the case, sometimes you just have to watch out for that. The other thing is watching out for his side B. Don't use it off the edge. Don't be Mike. Don't do that. Other than that, for the most part, Fox does pretty good. He's a decent weight class, so he can take a little bit of punishment. He's incredibly fast, as you can already tell, and kind of just runs circles around most of these guys. He does have a projectile, so you're free to use it. It's not going to do that much, but... For anybody that's actually played as Fox, you know that the blaster doesn't have any recoil from it, and it only does 1 damage, and it does have limited range, you can tell right now. And I'm off screen, so I'm taking damage. There we go. Unfortunately, even though his stuff is multi-hit like this one is, it generally does have very high damage for each kick individually, and it makes it fairly powerful overall. Alright, now we actually get to show off the Reflector. This is actually shown off in a, not really trailer, but it was shown off in a video that's in Subspace. You can reflect this back to Rayquaza. The real one where it's actually fun to reflect it though is Meta Ridley, and you'll see why when we get there, because I'm going to purposely wait for Meta Ridley to use the attack just to show you how broken it is. Fox is very quick dodging as well, so that's something you don't... I wouldn't say Fox really has any terrible flaws, just like I said, that multi-hit thing you do have to watch out for, you know, using stuff like this will leave you vulnerable to other stuff, but as a whole, he's a pretty good character to have, I'd say. Has good recovery and all that. I was kind of hoping I'd get to him for that, but well. That's probably why I used Fox. Like, Fox is my best character in the original Smash Bros. Games. You know, back when Link's recovery was even worse than it is now. The people I'd play as was usually Fox, and then either Mario or Luigi. Those are my other two. I liked Link, but his recovery was awful in the first game. There's actually a couple things we can reflect here as well, so I'm eager to show those off. Nope, that's not one of them. Nope. Alright, come on, shoot the lasers that you normally shoot. Alright, here's one you can reflect. Here's a good... Yeah, whenever he does the short one like that where it only goes up halfway, you're probably going to kill him with the Reflector. That's also something kind of fun to mess around with, is if you want to fall really slowly, you know, you're not good at, like, there's about to be a ground attack, you can jump in the air and just keep tapping the Reflector button like this, and you'll fall really, really slowly. And normally, if you just hold it once, it kind of, you know, does it for a second, then you start to fall normally, so you have to keep tapping it in order to float down, basically. Ready? And I thought that was mastering for whatever reason. For those of you that were actually around long enough to watch the series where I was starting to do starting to do boss battles on Intense with everybody, you'll know that Fox is actually the second character I did it with, both for a video and outside of the video. The first being Marth, so it kind of makes sense that I'd be playing pretty well with him. Normally it's Marth, I have to wait around for him to finish that attack because Marth has no projectile. That's pretty much the only flaw Marth has, but we'll get to that whenever I do post-commentary for that one, because Marth was the first one that I did, and you'll see why it's post-commentary, because I had to focus whenever you can see it. which this will be the last video before, I guess it's Dallas Magma Mountain goes up. It's, by the other boards minus Eternal Star, but that one's going up after Magma Mountain, so... So I guess you'll be seeing Marth, Pikachu, and I think Game & Watch. Yeah, because it's the rows are of 9 people each, so Game & Watch is definitely the third and final person there. I'm really surprised to dodge that. If that had been anybody slower than Fox, there's no way that would happen. Oh well. Worked out for me. Alright, here we go. Now I get to show the broken Meta Ridley fight. Hopefully he'll do it fairly quickly. I'm not gonna attack him for a little bit here. I want you guys to see how much damage this will do, just from the Reflector. Hopefully he'll do it fairly quickly. You probably know which attack it is. It's the one where he comes on screen and fires the fireballs at you. He's just gonna hit the Falcon Flyer a couple times. I think this is probably what will come back to do it. Hopefully. Yep, here he comes. That does a pretty high amount of damage, and if you've actually been attacking him unlike what I've been doing, that would have probably killed him. Man, I love how fast Fox is. I'm not used to having that with all the other characters I've used thus far. He has no problems with his aerials, not any of them really. Yeah, I could have done it again right there, but you got the point from the first time. That looks ridiculous. Fortunately, it slows down when it actually hits the target. And it really doesn't have that attack, so sadly I can't use it on him, and I took damage right away. Luckily, I was still in the invincible mode from starting the area, starting the boss fight, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, he almost got me there. Okay, that was my own fault. I'll save you! Mostly because I hate that diving attack he does. You probably already noticed that's generally what gets me the most. You're gonna use the lasers? Okay. Thank you for letting me take away a quarter of your health without having to do anything. Remember when Master Hand was actually kind of difficult to beat in Smash 64? Oh man. He's pathetic now. It's kind of a shame, isn't it? Alright, here we go. I don't know if the broken shards that he shoots out that are his wings before firing the big fireball, I don't know if that can be reflected. I could check that out, I guess, whenever he gets to that attack, because he will make it to that attack at some point. Oh, he's gonna go for the... Yep. I know for a fact that cannot be reflected. And he's gonna go for the red rings after this one. I think the red rings are always his 4th, 5th attack. I wasn't really counting, but it's always that number, whatever it is. I'm pretty sure it's 4. I could miscount it easily. He may not make it to the shooting the wings, I don't know. Yeah, I know those guys can't be reflected, so... Oh, hi. No, it can't be reflected. I don't know if the big fireball can be reflected or not. I'm not going to test that theory, because that would probably kill me. Ow. Got him. And now he's dead, so... There we go. It's nice using a character I'm actually decent with on boss battles. I wouldn't say I'm good with any of the characters we've used thus far. I'm halfway decent with Fox, though. I would say the only character I'm legitimately good with on this entire game, though, is Marth, though most people will say you're not even good with him or you're doing great with everybody thus far. Either way, I'll have Bowser's Magma Mountain up after this, and next time we will be seeing boss battles with Pikachu. At the moment, what's our fastest time here? Still Donkey Kong. Huh, that's interesting. Marth doesn't count. Whenever you guys will see it, or whenever you saw it on Mario's, whenever I showed you guys the unlocks for easy, normal, hard, very hard, when I showed you what it unlocked, I played those all with Marth. That's why it's, you know, a little over 2 minutes. I did not clear boss battles on Intense in under 2.5 minutes. There's no way I could do that. So no, that's from playing it on easy. Either way, I will see you guys for Pikachu, Marth, and Mr. Game & Watch after Bowser's Magma Mountain, or you might be in the future and just be watching it immediately. Later.